The battles are extreme, so let's start it off with one. Hey everybody, welcome to my Pokemon Black walkthrough. I'm your host, DeoGenZ. And today, starting off this episode, it's going to be action-packed! First by versing our rival Bianca. She's starting to figure out what she wants to do with her life. And in order to do that, she needs to battle us. Just so she could get her ideas of her team together to see if they need upgrading or if they're perfectly fine as they are. Unfortunately, when you verse DeoGenZ, you'll see all your teams need upgrading. Hey, who's not talking here? Anyway, she leads out with a Stoutland, so if you guys, knowing this knowledge now that you do, wanted to lead out with a fighting Pokemon, that would be wise. But you'll notice it's raining, so Thunder has a pretty great chance of hitting, pretty much 100%. And that Stoutland is pretty bulky, actually. I thought Thunder would take it out in one shot, but hey, 2 Thunders are not bad either. Now, something I want to mention about my Galvantula that is special is its Pokemon ability, which you wouldn't know just by looking at it. But it has the ability Compound Eyes, which upgrades its accuracy. So Thunder being a not as accurate hit as Thunderbolt, but being much stronger with a 120 base power attack, it will up the accuracy of that. This way it has a greater chance of hitting. Then just attach an item that upgrades accuracy even more, your Thunders will never miss. And it's almost an assured Thunderbolt with the power of Thunder because it is Thunder. And then I would just recommend EP maxing if you had a similar Galvantula to me. But it's a good strategy that I'm working on with it, and it's going to be my heavy hitter special attack sweeper. And see, everybody complains that my Duat, let it evolve, Pusha. My Samurai Duat, in its only second stage of evolution, first stage evolution, whatever you want to call it, is still slicing and dicing, scalding, kicking ass. It's Scald and Fire Pokemon, that's how cool it is. Oh! And bring on your Simisage. Even though my Maractus is Grass type, you'd think, what could it possibly have? But Pin Missile! I can't forget that. Good against Dark type and Psychic type, but damn. Simisage Barakramonka's got some good fancy footwork because he dodged the Pin Missiles. You're not gonna dodge these! To your face! Oh man, but it's not as effective as I'd like. Oh, it's a good thing we've got Simisear. That is important. Got the opposite Broccoli Monkey. Or the opposite to Broccoli Monkey in the Monker family of elementalness. Come on, Pin Missile. Take it out. 4 times. You gotta be kidding me. You little bitch. You little bitch. Using the full restore. Maractus is still gonna go for it. Pin Missile. Pin Missile. Only 3 times. Come on, Maractus. No! It was faster than us. That's alright. We've still got super effective power over this Broccoli Monkey. With a Fire Monkey! Who wants some steamed veggies? My favorite. Broiled broccoli. Especially when it's semi-seared. Ho! It's very resilient. And again with the full restore. Fine, waste it all on your Broccoli Monkey. See what I care. Yeah. Well, I thought you were out of your full restores, but there you go, kiddies. Look out for Bianca's 2 full restores. She thinks she's a better trainer because of that. But look at that, we know about paralyzation hacks and the fact that Lick has a great chance of giving paralyzation. And when a Pokemon is paralyzed, beautiful, couldn't have asked for anything better. Full paralyzation, but it makes the other opponent slower. So, enough of your C-bombs. Paralyzation ends this match. Let's see about launching you up. Yes, you know about Flame Burst. Big deal. Did you foresee the bite? Oh, I didn't think so. And a critical hit. It's beautiful. That's funny. I don't know what Lucky Chant does off the top of my head, but I think it's supposed to prevent critical hits. Too bad he couldn't get that off. She couldn't get that move off before I hit her with Bite. Yep, DeoGenZ, you're amazing. I'm really, really, really impressed, and that makes me want to give you this. Alright, a full restore. In Castelia City, my precious Pokemon was stolen by Team Plasma, so I really, really understand. If Team Plasma forces everyone to liberate their Pokemon, there will be nothing but sad people. DeoGenZ, stop Team Plasma! Don't allow Pokemon to be stolen from trainers who love them. I think that's the truth or ideal that you've been pursuing, DeoGenZ. Oh dear, here I've come all this way and I'm afraid I'm bothering you. Yes you are, we need to move on to Opelucid City. But hey, thanks for the experience and the compliments. Alright guys, so now we can move on past the rainy marshlands into Opelucid City. Although it is a whiles away, this bridge, again, another beautiful bridge showing the Pokemon Company and overall Nintendo's admiration for the architecture of bridges. Which is cool. I'm down with that. Bridges are beastly. Let's see. Yeah, come here. We have to catch this runner here because when I was running around trying to outrun the trains, I got overheated. She has Flame Charge! And that's an offensive attack, physical attacking fire move that, when used, upgrades your Pokemon's speed. So a slower Pokemon like Emboar you'll see using that to upgrade its speed, which it's already maxed out in power, but, you know, raise the speed up a little bit with Flame Charge, and bam, you've got a rushing, attacking wall of an Emboar.
So, now we're greeted here by Gidus. It is my Lord N's thought that the two holders of the legendary Pokemon should put their beliefs on the line and strive to find which of theirs is more true. This is not necessary, however. From his infancy, I provided him with the education required to be a hero of legend. Indeed, he has been so acknowledged by the legendary Pokemon. Such pretty petty of purpose. The liberation of Pokemon, of which I, of Team Plasma, speak, is to abolish foolish people as trainers from Pokemon. I tell you what, guys, it is difficult to look at this preview window. I cannot extend it. I'm going to have to find a way to enlarge the preview window pane because it makes it a pain in the buttocks to reread what Gidus here is saying. To get to the point, though, he wants us to meet N at the Pokemon League and fight against him in an epic dragon battle for victory. Who will win? Whose ideas will pursue? We'll find out. And it will change the face of Unova everywhere. Maybe even all regions of Pokemon. I don't know. It just, maybe N's gonna start small. Start off in Unova. Then, casually sashay over and into Sinnoh, and then keep doing what he did here, there. And there's your next plot line for Pokemon. Nah, just kidding. But anyway, after that cutscene with Gidus, we have baseball players. Yeah, hucking Pokeballs at us. Good thing we have a good catching arm, and we got Fling. So again, another one of those TMs that kinda run into you. I really believe it's impossible to miss that one, unless you're using some sort of hacking device like an action replay to wall jump or wall walk through that area. But other than that, that's a TM that you can't miss, and sometimes you might forget you have. So before we get to Opelucid City, we've got on Route 9 here some biker gang dudes to contend with. And of course, by the experience we gained in the marshlands, Maractus has Petal Dance now, and it is wrecking havoc with it. Much better than Giga Drain, much better than Needle Arm. The only caveat of Petal Dance is that it is kind of like Thrash in that it hits twice and then Sometimes it'll even go for a third hit, but usually only twice, and then after that, your Pokemon is confused! So, that's the only problem, but if you attach a Lumberry to your Pokemon, which I guess I can only find in the Dream World, theoretically, but, yeah, once you attach an item to heal confusion, it's not that big a deal. And especially when you know that your Pokemon that you're running against has the power to knock them out in one shot. I believe Maractus will go for another Petal Dance here. Nope, Needle Arm. Okay, so incorrect about that prediction, but if I know that Petal Dance will automatically take out my opponent, I'll go for that move because I won't have to worry about confusion afterwards. But these biker gang dudes consist of mostly, their teams consist of anyway, mostly Scraggies, some Crocoroks. We're even going to see an interesting Pokemon that I believe this guy has here. And yes, it is. This is a... What is this? This is a Pawniard, and it evolves into a Bisharp. And Pawniard is an interesting Pokemon. I guess it's somewhat like a chess piece, but really it's a bunch of axes placed together and made into kind of a Mecha Man Pokemon. Interesting one. Very interesting. Kind of different from the regular Unova or Pokemon etymology as it is, but yeah, I'll go with it. I actually like it better than Scraggy. I'm coming around to liking Scraggy, but I think Scrafty, the evolution form, the evolved form, is a lot cooler, but either way, I'm still just learning on the new 5th gen and coming to terms with them. And down there, which we're not going to today, is kind of like a cave of trials. And there's a lot stronger trainers down there than would be expected normally. There are some tough Pokemon and some cool items to grab in that cave, but you can only access that cave of trials after you defeat the main Pokemon League section. So we've got to keep going to Opelousas City, work on getting those 8 gym badges, but I thought that while on Route 9, it would be of bad taste of me to just run past the Super Duper Mart. And this is the department store for this region, just like every Pokemon game, whether it's Sinnoh in, oh man, I can't remember which city Sinnoh had its department store in. I know it had, in a Platinum remake, Team Galactic occupying the city. And it also had Maylene, the fighting gym leader, but I don't remember the name of the city. But, yeah, whether it's a Pokemon game in this region or regions of the past, there's always a department store where you can stock up on all the best Pokemon goodies. So, this room here, full of appliances, I have the sneaking suspicion that it somehow involves Rotom. Although we can't bring Rotom here yet because we don't have any transfer machines. So, let's keep seeing what other battles? Okay, battles. Battles and items we can find in the Super Duper Mart of Route 9. I'm pretty sure that if you return here every day, there will be different trainers for you to verse. If not different ones, then versing the same. But they will be wanting to rematch you. So this is, again, another point of good experience spamming. If you want to find some spot to raise a new member, maybe you got it later on down the journey. You know, this is kind of the point where we're coming up on the 8th gym leader who is a Dragon-type user, and if you don't have the right type advantage, it might be a tad difficult to own this upcoming gym. And the right type advantage would be Ice-type or Dragon-type, of course, but you could perhaps pick up a Crimgin from the Dragon Spiral Tower, come to Route 9, and also couple that with marshland training, and additionally go to the sports domes every day. And that should get you right back up to where you need to be. And since by now you have the flying ability, you'll be able to jet around to where you need to go for experience training. Just make sure you attach Lucky Egg.